It's officially summer. What is up?
The light is killing me.
Did you guys enjoy your breakfast?
Yeah.
You're welcome. Now I'm gonna make some with the leftover French toast. I wanted to show you guys this. This is called Back to the Roots. They sell it in Walmart. The organic tomato grow kit, and it says everything included, just add water. And no green thumb, no problem. It says 100% guaranteed to grow, which is good for me because I have a black thumb. So yeah. So this is everything it comes with and what you do with it. And we're gonna try it out. So that way I can give you basically my take on it and tell you if it's good or not. This is what it's supposed to look like. Let's see if it's gonna actually look like that. We thought it'd be fun. They actually had different ones you could choose from. And I think they had flowers, like I think they had lilies, herbs and spices and stuff, but we're starting with this. So we're gonna see how this works out. All right, let's see what this has in it. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this. Oops, I dropped some stuff.
Wow.
I'll get that in a second. The package came out open, so I don't know how good that is. But let's empty it out. What is that? Huh? What? All right. So this says that they're fertilizer spikes. And I think that's what fell. Yep. That's exactly what that looks like. So that's the chunks that fell inside the box because they came out of the packaging. So that's not that serious. I thought it was seeds, so I think we're good. We'll just close that back up. I don't think we need that right this second. And then it comes with the pack of seeds. 25 milligrams of tomato seeds. And then they tell you what's included. The mason jar, which has the potting soil already. The organic cherry tomato seeds, the fertilizer spikes, what you would need, water, sun, or a possible grow light. We're gonna have sun because we don't have a grow light. Oh, we have plenty of water. All right, let's see what it says here. Lots of stuff. Add 1 cup of water to the soil. All right. Sprinkle 6 to 8 seeds and push each 1/4 into the soil. Place a planter in a sunny window. 8 hours of sunlight. Needs 8 hours of direct sunlight a day. Or under a grow light. Possibly in the future we're gonna get a grow light. Keep soil moist by adding 1/4 cup of water twice a week. All right, I gotta write that down. Place lid on top of the planter and between waterings until the seedlings come out, and then you don't need the top. That way the humidity stays in there and it helps germinate the seeds, which takes about 7 to 10 days. So we'll just keep this so we can remember that. And they send you a nice little note. So let's go grab that water. All right, I just got my 1 cup and some water. now we're gonna see what happens here. I don't know what this is. I feel like cleaning that out. Let me clean that out first. You can see they have 2 holes so I could ventilate, but keeping it covered would help it grow faster. So the soil is actually pretty soft. It's not bad at all. But let's get started. There we go. Is it, you know, I don't think it matters a couple of extra. There's still seeds left over in there though.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check in the next couple of days, and I'll probably do just the videos all together so that you could see it growing up and see how it gets. Well, if it grows. We're trying it, so I'll let you know.
Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby, going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. I just thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no, it's no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I love you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no, it's no more, no. I really thought we had it covered.
Alright, forgot to add. Just so you know, when the flowers appear 6 to 7 weeks, that's when they want you to put the fertilizer spike. So that's when you add it. 6 to 7 weeks after. Hopefully it looks like that, but we'll see. Wanted to show you I had to redo all her plants. This is Lillian's plants. If you watched any of the videos, I'll see if I can find the link to add it. But I had put all these into one pot because they came with one pot, but they were, I guess, competing over the nutrients in the soil and the water, so I had to spread them out. But they seem to be doing better now, separated like that. And Lily takes care of them pretty good, so they, well, this one's weird, I don't know, I forget the names of them, but most of them are succulents, and she loves succulents, so we planted them like that for her. Hi guys. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Melissa. A little backstory about myself, just to get to know who I am. A mom of 3 girls. I had my first daughter when I was 19. I met my husband. I was going to school, trying to get my, I believe my associates at that time, and I was working also at the same time. But if you see the videos, I just shared the graduation. My daughter turned, well, she is turning 21 after this video, and I'm making the video before. She's turning 21, but she aged out of her school, so they had a nice ceremony, and I shared that. It's been a long process. I started going to church, got baptized. What else? We had 2 girls after that. Beautiful girls, and all my 3 girls are wonderful. A close-knit family. We do a lot of things together. We goof around, we play video games, we take hikes. We like to spend a lot of quality time. We used to do a lot of movie nights. We do less now, but we still do movie nights. And my husband has an outside job. He works at a hospital. I work from home, mainly because of my oldest. She was born deaf and autistic, so I had to stop everything in my life. For anybody who's had a severely autistic child or a child with multiple disabilities, it becomes really, really hard to, I guess, manage everything. In the beginning I worked, but I think I stopped working when she was maybe about 7. I want to say like around 7. I stopped working and I dedicated more time to doing stuff with her. I did start at that time going for my bachelor's from her 6th to maybe 7th or 7th to 8th birthday, I think. But then it was a couple of years without doing anything, and I didn't have my license till maybe about 4 years ago. So yeah, where we live, they have trains and buses and stuff like that, so I never needed to never needed to drive really anywhere. And when we did need to drive, my husband drove us, so we just took the buses and trains and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm driving now, and I love driving, and I can't imagine life without driving, so it's a blessing. But I started working from home at 2013. She went into residential at 2011, 2010. At this time, she was doing okay, but she was having a lot of issues. She made it difficult to do anything with her. She needed a really, really structured routine, to the point where if I did anything with anyone else or by myself or just going to the grocery store, it was like a war. She had a lot of complications, and at that point, that was the option that they brought up to me. So at that time, when we stuck her in, we had her at home all the time. She would be at the residential, but we would be picking her up, taking her out to eat, taking her out for just to go shopping, and then bringing her back. And that seemed to help her along at that time because she was struggling. And about like 3 years into it, she was doing a lot of things on her own. She was being more independent, and she was being more calm, and she loved knowing what was coming next. And a lot of things that, because being a first mom to a child with disabilities, I didn't know what to expect. So it was a lot of trial and error. So by the time that point, they were teaching me a bunch of things that I didn't know I needed for her, and it helped me out, it helped her siblings out, it helped her father out, and we were able to micromanage everything better. Flash forward, where we live now, she's always like that structure. We often tried to bring her back home, and it just ended up, because our routine is not strict. One day we're going to the grocery store, and another day we're, just do laundry or whatever. She didn't like that. She wanted to know what was coming. I almost had a heart attack. I was looking over. You saw me just glancing over, and there was this huge. The dog's barking because my daughter's opening the door. There was this huge bug there, and I almost had a heart failure because earlier I said, "What is it with today?" Earlier we went out downstairs, and there was a spider this big, and almost gave me a heart attack. Thank you, Lord, that my little one, she's not scared of those things, because she just grabbed it. She I tell her how to do it, but I don't dare go next to it. So she put a cup and slide it, and then she let it free. So I had to stop it because I had to call her for a second to grab that, because I almost died. Anyways, getting back to my story, what was I saying? Oh, we heart attack. So we tried bringing her home a couple of times, and tried to get her to, do things with us, and we thought, because she was doing so much better. But every time we did that, it failed. She always wanted to know how her routine was going, no matter what things they did at the school that we implemented. It wasn't enough for her, because she uses PECS and sign, but she uses basic sign. She doesn't speak, but she understands that. So with that and just simple gestures, she's okay to communicate with us to get what she wants and needs for the most part. But she still, till this day, needs a lot of assistance, and she needs to be able to know what's coming and where she needs to go, as far as danger, stuff like that. She doesn't get that. So we still help her with things, and the school still helps her, but we don't stop celebrating. We don't stop spending time with her. She's here for every holiday and occasion, and she spends time with us. But again, she's an adult, so now it's almost like she's in her own home, which we made really, really nice. She's got a beautiful room, and she loves coming home, but then she loves going back, and she's got beautiful people working with her, so we feel good about that. So my second is Valerie, and she's now 14, and my third is Lillian, and she's now 12. So yeah, we're doing homeschool for the 7th year. I've been doing it for 7 years because Valerie was in public school in kindergarten, first grade, and in first grade we had a lot of complications. We didn't think it was something that we would have to worry about at that point because they're such small kids, but they would bully my daughter and call her names and pick on her, and the staff and the teachers there weren't they weren't helpful, you know, I guess better words to use for that, but they, you know, they did what they had to do, but they put everything under the rug a lot of times, just for our child and what we saw it was happening to her, because she wasn't doing well, like it was really bothering her, and we didn't want that for our child. We wanted our child to be at peace, be able to grow and learn, and not have to have anything, you know, blocking that from her learning, you know, her mind to be somewhere else. I wanted her mind to be where it needed to be. So I decided to take her home, and we did 2nd till now going into 9th grade online, or, you know, at home with books, depending, because I've changed here and there. Now it's all online. We use Abeka Academy, which we use the program that they have. They give you teachers, and you also send work to them, and it's accredited by the state. So at the end of the school, they get a diploma, and they can also go to graduation. It's a real school in Florida. So we use that because we wanted something where it can easily transfer when they go to college or whatever they decide to do at that point. So we've been doing that for 7 years. My youngest has always been homeschooled, and to be honest, she's actually further, like, or at the same level as my middle child. And I think it's more because her mind has always been 100% focused. It's not like, oh, what's my friend doing over here, or oh, who's walking in the hallway, or oh, what's going on outside. I'm sitting here in this classroom and I'm bored. I went to public school my whole life. My husband went to public school, and we've had all that. And I think the biggest thing that they say about, which a lot of parents who homeschool know, that you have to hear this all the time, that, oh, aren't your kids gonna, you know, always not have that social aspect of school as well as a public child would. We've been doing homeschool. We went to co-ops, we went to programs, we've done free learning at the libraries, we've done free programs that they had even in public schools that they offer homeschool kids to come over, and the kids love it, and they got a lot of friends, they met a lot of people, they've learned a lot of things, and I believe that they're more well-rounded they would have been if I would have probably left them where they were in the beginning. I feel that I made the best choice, and they're happier for it. Have a conversation with any adult and not have to feel like they don't understand their level, because we've always talked to them about everything. We talk to them about news in the world, we talk about things that are happening, and we even do, you know, different things depending on the school. They have different activities and stuff that you could do based. We do current events all the time, so they use the stuff that's on the news and it helps them out and everything. So I'm going into all the extras. So having our kids at home, it's great because they can do all the extra stuff that they wouldn't have time for if they were in public school. That's a little bit about us and what's going on in our world, just to get to know me. But besides that, right now I'm working on Etsy. I crochet, I also embroider, I also just sew a bunch of different things, cute things that I make for people. My biggest time is Christmas because they buy like 50 million Christmas pickles from me, and that's pretty much what I make my extent of my Christmas money, and the kids get Christmas gifts off of it. Or if, let's just say, I have to pay a bunch of stuff at that point, they get Christmas gifts and I pay stuff because I'm able to do that. And basically we just live our lives. We do everything we're supposed to do, because we do everything we're supposed to do. You know, like, you always feel like you're doing everything right, but things are still happening to you. That happens to everybody, but doesn't mean we stop doing what we need to do. We have missed a couple of Sundays, but every Sunday we try to do church, and we do it streaming because the area we're in, we don't really like the places. We don't feel like at home. We moved from a home church where we used to attend every Sunday, and we moved and we couldn't find a place to call home yet, so we ended up streaming the services online. So that's how we do it now. I'm taking care of my children. We plan on finish raising them and sending them off in the world better than, you know, we have been. Get some land and maybe make a little hobby farm, or sell like stuff we grow or things like that, and be sustained. We want to be able to like live without any help from the outside. I don't know, we have plans. As far as how much of the plans we would get done or what plans will be done, we don't know. But we just try to take every day, you know, at a time, and see where it goes. Every day to us is a blessing, so we make the most of it. We continue doing what we need to do, and we just continue striving. And I try to teach the girls that if you start something, don't just leave it. Just finish what you started. Make the most. You don't have to be perfect in everything you do. Just do the best you can in everything you do. As long as you're trying your best, then that's good enough. Even with all that, they've gotten great grades. They've done well. They've taken the CAT exam every year for school, and they passed it. I think we're doing an okay job. So you're gonna see us goofing around a lot. I'm probably gonna share a lot of videos with me cooking different stuff for different occasions. I like to make different parties and make our own stuff. We make a lot of stuff from scratch. If it's not decorations and food, it's clothes or presents. I'm gonna share our lives with you. You know, I hope that you can join my family and we can bounce off of each other and share each other's stories, and maybe you have something you can share with me. I love learning new things. I like making myself be able to be as independent as possible without the need of other things. But there are days that, like anybody, you get tired and you're like, I just want that quick. So what I was saying, my daughter came in, so I had to pause that. But yeah, everybody gets tired and you just want that instant gratification where, you know, you don't have to prepare something. You can just buy it prepared, or you don't want to have to make something. You want to just buy it already made. So there's going to be those days, and you're going to probably see those days. But then there'll be good days where you can learn something because I've actually done something and I've made it from scratch, and it's, some people may not know it. Maybe everybody knows it, but I always like sharing experiences we have. My kids love it. We also thought about it, and we were like, it's always nice because we don't care about anything else. We like the fact that maybe a year from now we can come back and say, oh, look where we came, you know, where we came from, and look how far we've gone, and you know, look how much we have accomplished. A lot of people can't remember different things, but when you look back at it and you have something to actually compare, and you're actually looking at the footage, and you're like, wow, we've done a lot in this year, and we've came a long ways, and look how far we got. So I think sometimes I think it's nice if anybody just keeps, you know, record of things that they do, because sometimes you need that reminder of, you know, how your life is blessed. You need that reminder of how good you have it compared to some people who don't, you know, and you have to appreciate every day because it is a blessing. There's people in worse situations, and we always think that way. Like, we could be far worse than we are, and we're happy for everything that we have. So we just take it day by day and make you laugh, because we make each other laugh. And if we don't, again, we make each other laugh, and we're happy just laughing at each other. But hopefully you like what I had to say, and hopefully you come share more with me, and I'll share more with you, and I'll keep going as long as I guess I have something to talk about. Right now I'm actually gonna fix a dress for my daughter because she's skinny little twig, and I'm gonna take this in so she has it for her for the summer. She likes a lot of these patterns. We got it from Old Navy, so that was one of her birthday gifts. But anyways, I am going to leave you off with just saying thank you for, if you've gotten this far in the video, for just sticking around and listening to me just talk crap, I guess. So hopefully it's all good stuff. And if you have any comments or any suggestions, or if there's anything that you've seen or would like to see about my life or my children's life, you know, we're almost an open book. I want to say we're a full open book, but there's probably things that we won't feel comfortable sharing. But I'll try to share as much as I can with you. But until then, I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.